questions. It's bubbling up as I'm listening to you speak, which I really enjoy. I'm curious your input, advice, influence in terms of channeling. I recently had another experience that seems to indicate I'm speaking to, or I'm being communicated. I'm the conduit for a conversation between me and my clients, with family who has transitioned. And I don't distinctly feel anything clicking into place. So it feels weird to me. Like I'm just kind of trying to wrap my head around it. I know there are different ways to channel. I know that it happens in different ways. I don't know if I'm just saying things as pinging memories for them, or does the non-physical even get involved at that level to just say, okay, hey, through Q, tap my family member on the head and say, hey, snap out of it, whatever it is. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I'm getting like repeated incidents of it, and I'm just curious about any guidance. You can just kind of...
But we'll start from the place of explaining this in a new way, in the way we have not explained before, and that is, we want you to imagine that this which you call non-physical, this which you call unfocus, is a huge ocean, infinite ocean. Usually if you're in the ocean and you do not see around yourself any land, it seems infinite to you. Yes, you go to one side, to the other. You are now in this place, in this ocean that's infinite place. And now if you gather, even within your hands, a piece of that ocean for that particular moment in time, you will have some kind of shape around that infinity, around that unfocused, that which you call non-physicality. And so that is really what happens in your physicality. And then you imagine yourself holding your hands with that piece of water and moving the hands in this place and in this place and in this place and in this place. That is your attention moving through. That is you physically moving through. These are your thoughts really moving through this infinity. And this is how you are not physically separated and embodied a piece of that which is non-physical that you have access to and therefore separate from it. It is embodied so much so that that grid of non-physicalness, that infinity of that, is really you in physical shape moving through by carrying around the experiences of variety of that. And that's why we say that infinite non-physical part of you that you have access to is part of every particle of you at all times. And so there is no separation between that. And when you understand more and more that steadiness, then you can go even in your conscious conversations, not really on unconscious or unfocused conversation, to really reach out variety of that infinity of that everything that exists that we so vividly at all times talk about. And so it is not that you are now in physicality, have access or antenna, you pick it up or you turn it off, or you pick it up or you turn it off. It is more as you're consistently part of that, and sometimes you're aware of it and sometimes you're not. And what you're describing is that you, from the place of steadiness, can get steady in that place to look a little bit beyond that which was encompassed by you holding hands in that infinite ocean of water, and allow yourself not to see much difference between your hands and the water that you're holding and the rest of the water that surrounds you in infinite directions and in infinite amounts that consistently keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And so we wanted to start there with you and see what's coming next.
The ocean image, I think, really, I can feel well. Like that's helping me, and it kind of, it's interesting. I can feel I'm still placing like this artificial border. There's a border I have
We will tell you where is this border coming from. This border is coming from your first step of awareness. We know there's been so many teachers getting you to understand that you're not body and the mind and the emotion and just the physical sense of energy. That is the first step in so many understanding. Even nowadays, newborn generations that get there faster and sooner and faster and sooner, using the vocabularies of previous generations, getting there to be sooner, getting there to see it from that perspective sooner. We want to say, you, like everyone else coming through and will ever come through, come fully unfocused, and then you practice the stretching the limits of your focus, and then at some point you go back to see about that unfocused part of you. But now when you see it, that is the first step of a remembrance. There is more to me than my physicality. It is not that you are that physical hand that has captured that non-physical part. It is completely other way around. It is you, that part of non-physical source, God, life expression, really using your body, using your mind, using your emotions as tools for expression. And therefore, when you start looking at it from that other perspective, then you cannot see but bondedness and integration that is there to such level that you know that all of the answers are consistently within you, because you came in as an answer looking to cause trouble by capturing new questions.
Okay, that answered my second question. So my third question is, the asking, letting go of the question. Even, I don't know, I'm feeling myself.
Before you get there, just remember what you've just heard. You're an answer embodied in physicality to formulate the questions. And so your first intent is to look for the question, then release it to your state of answer, natural state of answer, and then go look for more trouble. And then release it so you can go back to answer, and then go look for trouble. Not only question, but for sure not only answer, because you got here. You dialed in to show up here to cause yourself some most positive, exciting, troublesome discovery.
I like exciting, troublesome discovery. That sounds delicious, actually. Okay, I think we're good now. I'll probably be back for another question, but go ahead, Lindsay.
Really, really excellent start to this broadcast with your wonderful questions. Go ahead, we're ready for more.